head to match number 16 in Vivo IPL. The match number 16 will be held between Bangalore and Rajasthan, and it'll be staged at the Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai. Bangalore are yet to lose a match in this edition of the tournament. Rajasthan, of course, their fortunes have been up and down. In the 23 matches these two franchises have played so far, they have won 10 matches each, and the fantasy bowlers have earned the most number of fantasy points for Bangalore, while all-rounders have ruled the roost for the Royals. I'm joined at this moment by my fantasy gully expert, Babashish Nanda. Babashish, welcome to the show once again. Are you surprised with the way Bangalore has started this season?
Thanks. Thank you so much, Erika. Happy to be here as usual. Not really, because I'll tell you what has happened and what you've seen in the world in the last couple of years. Nothing really surprises me anymore, let alone Bangalore sitting right at the top. But let's just take this seriously and understand that all three departments, batting, bowling, fielding, Virat Kohli has just commanded those troops and they have come good. And you can see them results. The bowlers are doing well. I think he's asked something special out of Maxwell, which other franchisees haven't been able to. So he's turned that around. And I think that's why it's looking very, very good for Bangalore fans out there.
Well, you spoke about Virat Kohli. There's been quite a bit of debate about his batting position this season. Ahead of the season, he announced his intent to bat at the top, but returns haven't been good. Do you see that changing as the season progresses?
Absolutely. Too good a player to just miss out for a long, long time. What we really have to consider is the template that Virat Kohli carries into the shortest format of the game. And that is to give himself time. That is to understand what the pitch offers, what kind of shots he can play, who are the bowlers he needs to target. And remember, we are talking about one of the best in the game at this current phase. So right now, yes, if you just look at him, for his opening slot, he's got about 492 runs overall as an opener. At number 3, of course, that batting average really goes up, it swells up because he just keeps doing well at number 3. But I think really for RCB, with ABD, with Glenn Maxwell coming in, it's best that Virat Kohli opens, and it's just a matter of time. He's going to convert these 20s into big 50s.
A lot will depend on Virat Kohli's form in this tournament. They have started well, won 3 matches, and they'll be playing the 4th match today. It's a long tournament, so it'll all be about keeping the momentum. Babashish, tell me, who are the other top batsman picks for this game?
Well, I mean, interestingly, Rekha, so far this tournament, it has just turned tables as far as the batsmen are concerned. Kohli's numbers, as we spoke till now, they're just okay. They're not Kohli standards yet. So has been Padikkal. He's just gotten out of quarantine, yet to really hit the top gear. Riyan Parag and Manan Vora, now they have just looked good in flashes as well. And David Miller, just that one inning. So overall, I think batsmen just need to be careful right now. Bowlers are ruling the roost. So you can expect, again, a lot of fantasy points from bowlers rather than batsmen.
Right. Tell me about the bowlers then. Who are the pick of the bowlers?
Well, right at the start of it, let's just look at the all-rounders and who have been very consistent all through. So 2 players from this particular game who have been phenomenally consistent, they've been Chris Morris and Glenn Maxwell. If you talk about Chris Morris and the amount of money that they've paid for him, I think that debate should be put to rest, at least for this season, because he's really come off age in terms of his power hitting. And with the ball, he's realized his role in the team, and that is to come in and pick up wickets. In the last 3 games, Glenn Maxwell has given you 105, 92, and 56 points. When you compare that, someone like Chris Morris is giving you 60, 83, and 62. So these are the 2 really that you need to watch out for. Have them in your team, and hopefully they'll continue to give you more and more fantasy points.
Well, I think this is for my viewers. The operative phrase here is this season, because for both of them, Glenn Maxwell and Chris Morris, they have been on and off each season. And this season, particularly, they have come very, very good. Babashish, tell me about the spin picks.
Well, it's just that we are seeing that the tracks are just starting to slow down. And what it does, it brings the tweakers in the game. We do have a lot of them in this tournament, but we keep talking about leg spinners with such amount of awe. That's just the decade that we are in. And one of them is going to be Shreyas Gopal. It'll be very interesting how and when he gets used and utilized with that dry ball, I would say, because then he becomes really deadly. His numbers against 3 RCB batsmen right now is exceptional. To begin with, AB de Villiers and Virat Kohli, we know what Shreyas Gopal has done to them. And that is that he's got them out. AB has got them out 4 times. Kohli has almost played the wrong line three times. And with Maxwell, he's just bowled him once in one game and he's gotten him out. So you've got to consider that there is a leg spin threat against them, and it'll be interesting if they take a chance.
Tell me overall, what kind of a fantasy team you are looking at from this game?
Well, I mean, you've got to understand that you will be picking the safest of the lot from there on. Having said that, some of the names that will keep coming up no matter what, and if you just look at the strategy of playing safe and winning the most points, the likes of AB de Villiers right at the top. He gives you the stability. He gives you everything that you need. 9.1 fantasy gully rating. Then you have someone like Glenn Maxwell coming in. He gets the opportunity. He'll give you a lot of points. Someone like Chetan Sakaria with the ball, exceptional. This has been the tournament for him. To be honest, comes out with a lot of courage, a lot of personal fight that you can see in that youngster. Then there is Chris Morris, as you mentioned. This is the season. This is the breakthrough season for Chris Morris. 8.4 fantasy gully rating for him. He's done well. And you can expect someone like Harshal Patel to be in and around as well, what he's done so far.
So those are the outlook to make your fantasy team. After the toss, you can go to ndtv.com or fantasygully.com and see the various combinations there. Thank you very much, Babashish, for joining me on the show.